What's good, folks? That's right, you read the title right. Listen, today I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to make. Look, this is just a copycat Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. Super easy. Listen, if you're making donuts, you gotta have yourself one of these. Look, this is a donut cutter. Look at this right here, it's self-explanatory. You can see how it is, and this makes the hole. And you can save these and make donut holes too. These right here are key. And then listen, everything that I use is always in my Amazon, you know what I mean? So if you guys wanna take a look and get these are only like about $8, you know what I mean? First thing we're gonna do is, listen, we need to heat up our milk, right? So look, I'm gonna put this in the microwave and we're gonna use this active dry yeast. This part right here is crucial and really, really key. Look, I went to Google because I done heard so many things. They say between 100 degrees and 110. And then I done read before between 100 and 115 degrees Fahrenheit, right? So look, since it's, you know, that differentiation of 5 degrees, I'm gonna just go ahead and say, you wanna get this as close to 110 degrees as possible, right? So before this works, and you explain this right here is the whole rising. Without having that done, you won't have nothing. So you wanna get yourself, you know, a thermometer. Now let me hit the microwave and we looking for 110. Okay, so look, I stay on top of it. You see that reading right there? We got 112 degrees, right? It might be dropping just a little bit, but look, we in between 115 and 110. This right here is key. Now, you just wanna open up your yeast. And the only reason I'm putting a lot of focus on this, because listen, this is everything. If you want everything to turn out right, this is it right here. And what we're gonna do is set this aside, and it's gonna activate that yeast. And what we wanna do is, we wanna wait till it get frothy, would be the word that I would use. You know what, I just wanna cover it just to make sure that I said this. This only takes about 5 minutes. So anywhere from between 5 to 6 minutes, you know, it'll be okay. So look, I went ahead and melted it, and then I put it in the refrigerator so that it can cool down, right? We just don't want this too hot because we getting ready to mix the butter, you know, with our frothy milk, you know what I mean, and our yeast in here, and we don't wanna like, you know, like kill it, right? So we just cool that down. Now, on my mixer, you see I got the dough hook, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this on. I'll start everything on low, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start, no particular order, but I usually like to put my wet ingredients in, right? You know, put those in first. And I got it, it probably don't make no sense right now. You know what I mean? Why it don't make no sense to you guys? Because you see a dough hook, we really not even touching anything, but listen, I just started now so I get used to it. Now I'll come with my sugar. Just a pinch of salt. Instead of me breaking this and chancing me getting some egg shell in that, and I learned this from my, you know, some of my followers that tell me, hey, you should do it for 2 reasons. Break it in another bowl. For one, to make sure that your eggs are good. And 2, if you got any shells, you can get them out of here as opposed to trying to get them out of there, right? You don't need to like, you know, beat them or nothing like that, just drop them in. This is all blended up. I have this like on a medium speed. Now, I'm just using a measuring cup. You can use whatever you guys want to use. For me, I just like to add a little bit in at a time, right? Now, this dough hook might not get it all, right? So guess what, folks? We're gonna take a spatula, and then I'm gonna go around the edge and just work it in so that we can get all of the flour, the bread flour, you know, to get nice and moist and then start getting tappy. Now tell me what you guys think about that. Super simple. Now you know why you gotta have a dough hook and you gotta have the strong arm right here. This right here do all of the work. I can't even imagine nobody trying to do this, you know, without having, you know, some type of mixer, right? Take this, I got a little pan. Reason I got the pan, because look, we're gonna take the dough out, right? When I take the dough out, I'm gonna put it in here and we want it to rise, right? So I just don't want it to stick, right? So we'll take it, hold it back. All right, so look, I know it don't look like the best or nothing like that, but look, I'm gonna drop it, right? Now I'm finna put some saran wrap, and I'm gonna stick mine in my oven and let this rise for about an hour. Okay, so look, now we back at it, check it out. This is what it looks like. You can see it doubled in size, right? Now, this is what it looks like after about an hour. Being honest with you guys, it probably went about an hour and 20 minutes. Go ahead and put a little bit of this down. Move this around like this. This is so that, you know, nothing sticks, right? Now, let's go ahead and get this. until we got the whole thing done. Now, I'm not gonna bore you guys. This is the part all you people that are out there thinking about, oh, I'm finna work with my family. You know what I mean? Now you got it. So we'll just keep going like this, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay, so look, now you guys can see I got them all lined out right here, right? But look, I wanna focus on this right here. You guys see these right here? You know the infamous, you know, what we gonna call them, donut holes? You know what I mean? This is it, look at this. That's perfect. Now we're gonna let this rise. Look, this is key. You've probably seen it right now on the screen. 45 minutes. You know what? Because we want them to rise up. Next time you guys see them, I want you to look at them real close right now. You know what I mean? So if you come in, you can look at this. They still about a ½ inch. They starting to rise on their own. You know what I mean? But they're gonna be like a little bit higher. After that, then you want to go ahead and hit them in the hot grease. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing my my pan. It's up to you guys what you want to do. You can use a Dutch oven, whatever. But I got a deep frying pan by Hexclad. That's what I'm gonna be using today. Okay, so look, what you guys are seeing right now is, listen, I already poured this. I like it to be, think about this. We want to put it in there. We want this to be a thickness from the bottom. You want your donuts to kind of like float, right? So you got to look at your pan or your pot and figure out what that distance is. You know what I mean? Kind of like be accurate. That way you're not wasting none of the your vegetable oil, right? I'm using vegetable oil. You guys can use any kind of oil you would like. Now, if you look right here, what I did was I just got a cooling rack, paper lined pan underneath on the bottom. This is so when they come out. Then if you guys can, if you have one of these right here make it easy to take them out, right? Or you can go ahead and get yourself one of these slotted spatulas. Now, here we go. I just checked this already and I know I'm up to 375 degrees. So look, I'm gonna put this in here like, hey, matter of fact, this is gonna be a premiere. Let me know what you think. I'm in here with you folks. Talk to me. So what you guys didn't see right now off camera, look, if you don't like the thickness, like if you say it's too thick for you, these are okay. As they start to cool, you can see how it like pools up right there, right? You can always add yourself like a, I'm gonna say you can put milk in here, you know, just start adding teaspoons at a time, you know, till you get your desired thickness, especially if you don't like a thick, you know, icing, right? But now look at it. This is probably the way you would probably want to do it, you know what I mean, for all y'all, but for me and my sweet tooth, I like it like real thick. Now, let's just go ahead, drop another one here. right? Take it, we flip it over, take it, let it drain. I'm letting it drain when I bring it close to me.